It's here! The Euro 2024 box from my friends at Surprise Shirts. They are like my favourite / least favourite videos to record. My favourites because I love working with Surprise Shirts. My least favourites because they always give me a bit of a challenge. Hopefully today I have a random Euro 2024 shirt in this box. I don't know who it is yet. As you can see, it is sealed. But whoever it is, we're going to try and win the Euros with them. Okay, let's get this bad boy open then and see what team I've been tasked with for the Euros on Football Manager 2024. But please just don't be somebody like Albania. Just anybody but Albania. Oh, Denmark! Do you know what? It's going to be quite difficult. But my boy Rasmus Højlund, he's at Denmark. He could be quite good. Oh, do you know what? It's a sexy shirt as well. I'll give it to the Danes. I've always liked the Danes. They got a sexy shirt. I'm going to go stick it on. Actually, first, I'm going to eat the Haribo. It's always a nice touch. I'm not going to lie. This is a sexy shirt. Oh, it's such a nice fit as well. I rate it. I really rate it. This could be one of the best kits in the Euros. Is it the best team in the Euros? We've got to win the Euros with Denmark. I think it's about time we have a look at the squad. Oh, no. I've just realised. They're in the same group as England, aren't they? This is actually quite a difficult group, you know, because Serbia, they've got some ballers too. Denmark are kind of like the second / third favourite here. And Slovenia, they've got Sesko. This is going to be difficult. I've got to win the Euros. They've done it before in 1992. They didn't even qualify for that Euros and they still won it. Okay, this is a hard group. We're in Germany, who Denmark beat in the Euros finals in 1992. Let's see what we can build with this tactic then. Okay, so this video doesn't end until we win the Euros with this Denmark side. I know that's kind of a bit unrealistic for now, but we're going to keep trying until one of these tactics wins the Euros. And I guess you can join me in doing so as well. You can head to surpriseshirts.co.uk and you can now buy and pick up one of their Euros boxes for yourself and maybe try the challenge as well. Not to mention, once you get to the checkout, you can use my code 10Luke, all capitals, and you get yourself a nice little cheeky discount. You can even get some retro shirts while you're there as well. Not to mention, there's the FM shirt, the FM edition, meaning any team on FM could be in one of those boxes when you order it. It could decide your save for the summer. Maybe you want a bit of a unique side. You can ask for a unique side and maybe start a Pentagon challenge like I did using Surprise Shirts. But remember to use 10Luke at the checkout to get yourself a discount code at surpriseshirts.co.uk. Now, we didn't really dive into the team too much, to be fair, but the first tactic I'm going to try is a 4-2-2. I've had a lot of success with that this year, so I want to see how well it can do in the Euros with Denmark, and I think they've got some good players for it too. Obviously, I've mentioned Rasmus Højlund up front. Great pressing forward to begin with, but they got Braithwaite as well, who can do a job. Skov Olsen and Damsgaard, two cracking wingers. The actual midfield is a lot better than what I thought it was. They've got Højbjerg on the bench. They got the likes of Jesper Lindstrom, Yusuf Poulsen, who can be quite crucial, to be fair, Delaney, and then obviously they got Norgard, who's at Brentford to begin with, and Hjulmand, who has just won the league in Portugal with Sporting. This is a good side. This is a very good side. The defense might be a bit of a weakness on the right-hand side. Mele's okay, actually. He's not as bad as what I thought he was. He can play both sides. They got Kjær and Christensen with Joachim Andersen on the bench as well. If you wanted to go through at the back, Victor Nelson's there. Christiansen on the left, and the left back is a good left back too, with Kasper Schmeichel in goal. That's not really a weakness in this side, is it? The thing is, though, there doesn't have to be a weakness in the side. It's still a European competition. It's still an international competition. Things happen. Great teams play badly. Bad teams play great. Let's see what happens with this tactic. Well, our first game of the groups is against Slovenia, arguably the weakest in our group, and yet we still found ourselves 2-0 down in the second half and could only score an injury time penalty. We also lost the following match against England 1-0 and need a miracle in our first attempt. So could Rasmus Højlund's 8th minute opener be the miracle that we need to go on to win the Euros in this first attempt? No, actually, we still lost that game too and was eliminated at the group stage. Okay, well, that didn't work. Back to the drawing board, I guess. But as I say, I'm not much of a tactician, really. So Yeah, might take me a while. Okay, second tactic I'm trying is actually kind of what really suits Denmark, and it's the three at the back. They got three really good centre-backs. So let's try that. With Rasmus Højlund up front, we've got two good enough wingers to cut in. We've actually got two really good wing backs as well. This tactic could be really suited for this. Now, I'm not the best of instructions. I've tried to go kind of overcomplicate it in some ways and then kind of simplify it in others. But, okay, it did alright in the friendlies. Then let's see how it does in the group stages. Well, once again, we didn't get off to a great start. In fact, it was back-to-back 0-0s. And the first goal we did see that was scored was by our opponents in the final group match. Thankfully, we did pull one back, but from the penalty spot. And yet somehow we qualified in a third place spot, only to face Portugal, who beat us 2-0. I genuinely thought that we were going to do what Greece did in 2004 and just, like, spoon our way into the final, but oh well, never mind. Attempt number 3. Back to basics with a 4-3-3. The golden standard of Football Manager tactics, I think you would agree. We've definitely got a very good squad for it. We're introducing a centre midfield on attack in Eriksen, so it's kind of be the first player role that he gets as a leader of this dressing room, getting him on the pitch. I think that actually could be quite important. I just hope we actually win a game in the group stages. That would be nice. And guess what? Christian Eriksen led the team out in the opening fixture, banged in an absolute worldie, and we won the game 4-2. We were unlucky against England, losing after taking the lead. But Rasmus Højlund got himself a lovely brace in the Serbia game, and we won the final Group C match 3-1, qualifying in second place behind England. But then we were drawn against host Germany, who absolutely battered us. Alright, instead of building a tactic from scratch, this time I'm going to use a tactic that I've been using in the Pentagon Challenge, and it's been doing quite well for me. So it is a Christmas tree formation, a 4-3-2-1. Do Denmark have the players for it? Kind of. They have three really good centre defensive midfielders, which is kind of the crux of this. They got two decently capable attacking fullbacks, which helps in the attack. And they got two players. I mean, the Trekatista role, you don't really want any defensive stuff happening for Christian Eriksen anyway, so it actually really suits him. And Rasmus Højlund up front with these two in behind. I think it could be quite good, you know. Hold the phone. We just beat Slovenia in the first match 6-0. We've beaten England 2-0 as well. That means we definitely qualified. We're on to something with this tactic. And it was a close one, but we also defeated Serbia in the groups. We have gone through as group leaders. Oh, this is the best out we have done yet. Oh, come on. We lost on penalties to Ukraine. Oh. Oh, no. Do you know what, though? I don't think that's the tactic's fault. I mean, yeah, we're conceding a lot of goals, and late ones, too. I think we run this tactic again. Go for an attempt number 2 with the same tactic. However, the second time round was nowhere near as good as the first. So then I got really desperate and used a tactic my dad was successful with at Hearts, a 3 at the back formation. Well, it absolutely annihilated Slovenia. That's 4-0. Oh, it got battered by England, though. That's not a good sign. However, we have still qualified in second place, defeating Serbia in the final group stage game. 6 points, not bad. England really destroyed us, though, which does make me kind of worried for the knockouts. And yeah, I was right to be worried. We were battered once again by the host Germany. I think finishing second in our group is going to be way too costly for us, because the Germans are always going to be even better when they're on home soil. And we did stand a chance against them then. But I have been at this for a while now, and there have been many off-screen failures that were mounting up. So I needed to bring out the big guns. Don't hate me, but I'm using my friend's tactic. So Stinger obviously sent me this for the tactic video I did a few days ago, and why not give it a shot? I mean, I've attempted this off camera about 5 different times now, where I ain't even shown you the tactic because I've been too embarrassed of not making it out of the group stages. I'm not a very good tactician. We all know that. We're just going to have to hope my friends are better than me with Denmark. And after a rocky start with 2 draws in the opening 2 fixtures, we got the win we needed against Serbia to progress. The only problem is we finish in 2nd place. And once again, we're eliminated by the Germans in the 2nd round. This is attempt number 19. And I can't remember if we've even got to the quarterfinals or not. So, I mean, this might be impossible. By the time this video actually comes out, Denmark would have actually won the Euros in 2036. Because I can't see me even doing this. So I loaded up a tactic created by Nap, an overperforming tactic that I used in a video recently. And after a good start beating Slovenia, the loss to England meant it's probably going to be Germany again if we qualify. And sure enough, we got a great win against Serbia. But the Germans were too strong and we lost 2-0. And I was ready to give up the challenge. We couldn't even make it past the quarterfinals at this point. But I had one more tactic in my arsenal to try. Okay, this is attempt number 21. This tactic that you're seeing in front of you is actually from my Discord. Now, people who've been watching my channel for ages who remember I used to highlight a lot of tactics from a very good Football Manager tactician called Ryan Cassidy. Well, this is one of his creations from this year's version of the game. I believe I've tried it in like simulations, but I never made a video on the results. But I've used the style quite a few times. It just works really good with 4 attacking midfielders in behind a striker and the wing backs kind of working behind. It's one of those. It's unbalanced. It's the underlaps encourage these to move forward as well if you are on the attack, and it just works really well. It's only a higher defensive line, or a higher defense line. It's not too high up. So yeah, it's a good tactic. Again, it's on my Discord if you want to try it. Ryan Cassidy, a lot of you might remember him. Let's see how it does, because I've kind of lost hope, really, that this can be done. The friendlies have gone okay. I always seem to lose to Croatia no matter what tactic I put in, but the Hungary game has done all right, and Hungary are also in the Euros. So let's just see how it does in the group stages. If we can get past the group stages, it's probably going to be Germany. And then we all know what happens after that. Good start with a win against Slovenia, but conceded 3 goals. Didn't concede against England, but also didn't score either. Defeated Serbia, but our goal difference absolutely sucks. And of course, we finished 2nd in the group. However, no freaking way. Germany finished 2nd in their group after losing to Switzerland in Group A. And we went on to beat Switzerland in the 2nd round by 2-0. We are in the quarterfinal, boys! Belgium or Italy to play. Either one's quite difficult, but still, we're in the quarterfinals. It was Belgium who we played, and we absolutely annihilated them by scoring 3 goals with no response and from 3 set pieces too, to take Denmark into the semi-finals of the Euros. Only to play against the hardest team left in the competition, France. And it wasn't looking great as Antoine Griezmann opened up the scoring after just 6 minutes for the French. And on the next attack, the same man doubled their lead, and it's 2-0 after 12 minutes. But it's not over yet, and Hjulman finds a bit of space in the French half and decides to shoot, and it flies in. And with that momentum on our side before half-time, we attack again, and Damsgaard's shot deflects in, and it's 2-2. It's an absolute roller coaster of a match, because in the second half, we attack the French defence again, and somehow we take the lead. But almost immediately after, we are shot back from an Mbappe penalty, and it's 3-3. However, there is time for just one more goal, and one more lucky strike off the left foot of Christensen, and Denmark are going through to the Euros final to face either the Czech Republic or the Netherlands. And somehow, the Czechs beat the Dutch. How have they done that? Now, fair play to the Czechs, because they finished 3rd in their group. In a group that's very difficult, to be fair. Turkey and Portugal, 2 good sides in there. They then beat England on penalties in the 2nd round, Croatia on penalties in the quarterfinal, just beat the Netherlands, and now it's Denmark versus the Czech Republic in the Euros final. which I don't think anybody would have ever have guessed would have happened. Now, we're quite fortunate in ways. We've avoided any suspensions or injuries. We're just without Damsgaard, who's recovering from an injury, so I'd rather just not play him at all. We've got Branthwaite, who's actually scored 3 goals so far this tournament, so yeah, we're kind of quite strong, to be fair. So this is a very strong Denmark side going against Czech Republic in the final. What an occasion. Now, I don't actually know the Danish national anthem. I bet it's a banger. If it's anything like their shirt, it is. But we're in the Euros final. It's now or never. Oh, we got an attack early on. Come on, Schmeichel. Do it. Win it just like your dad did in 1992. Mailer. He's actually been really good for us. I slagged him off a little bit at the start, but in this run, he's been fantastic. And I think it's probably down to the fact that, as you can see here, the inverted wingbacks help out in the midfield. So it kind of gives a 2-3 formation with 4 and then 1 up top. Rasmus Højlund leading the way. We need him to score an early goal. That'll be great. We're 5 minutes in. If he gets a goal now, we are laughing, boys. We are laughing. Because then we've got to hope that they start providing the pressure instead, and that's when we can counter-attack. Hjulmand, he has been unbelievable for us. There's the run of Rasmus Højlund, and Rasmus Højlund puts us 1-0 up in the final of the Euros. Come on! Oh, it was an unbelievable goal. That ball from Lindstrom as well. Rasmus, on his weaker foot, smashes it in to the far corner. Lovely stuff. Oh, I am sweating. There's another highlight already. I haven't even 10 minutes yet. Braithwaite is actually really good for that. Braithwaite, Hjulmand. The amount of times I see Braithwaite do that. Skov Olsen. Oh, we've got a bit of space. Højlund's there. Oh, Rasmus. Yes, let's go. Oh, I've been doing this video for so long. The end is in sight. Honestly, if we had lost the final, well, if we lose this final, there's only 8 minutes gone. If we lose the final, I don't know what I'll do. This has taken me so long. For Rasmus Højlund. I love that bloke. I love him. Oh, no. Injury to Christian Eriksen. Just check on it. Lower leg. We know his history. Well, I'm glad it's just a lower leg, Christian. Jonas Wind can come on. He's been good for us in this Euro so far. He's actually scored a fair amount of goals. Coming off the bench quite a lot as well. Corner ball, though. Whipped in. 20 minutes gone. Don't concede now, because then we just look really silly. Don't concede now. Just keep the press. That'll do. Oh, there it is. Hjulmand. The MVP. Oh, he goes backwards. He should have just went forward. We've lost the ball now. If he went forward, there was so many guys there. Hjulmand again. He's the heartbeat of this midfield. Mæhle. Oh, he's found some space by himself. Skov Olsen. Mæhle. Lindstrom. Oh, I love this Danish team. Oh, it's another corner. Set piece kings. Jonas Wind. The substitute Christian Eriksen would have done that. All right, maybe it was tactical. But Jonas Wind with a third. We can kind of ease off now. It's 3-0 and it's only half an hour being played. Oh, it's another corner. We are loving set pieces in this tournament. Wind can't get there. Lindstrom's going to pick it up, though. Back out the score. Oh, the checker. They've give up. They have give up. It's half-time. I thought because we had like a difficult run going into the final, we might be a little bit ropey, but I guess the Czechs, they've had 2 penalty shootouts. They've had extra time twice already, and then a difficult tie against the Netherlands. It's an early highlight, though. They get one back now. The heads go up. Barak to the back post. Uh-oh. Vaclav Černý with a goal. It's 3-1. Oh, no. Don't say I've celebrated too soon. We cannot let them get back into this. Patrick Schick is always dangerous. He had to be involved. Back post there. It's a great back post header. I'm worried now. All right, nothing silly. Nothing. He's off the pitch. I thought he was off the pitch. Braithwaite. Jonas Wind. Lots of time and space. Take your time. Nothing silly. Oh, he lost it. We're okay. Mæhle. He's on a yellow. We've only got an hour. There's still so much time left of this game. Skov Olsen. Come on, let's get a 3-goal in the... Højlund! Rasmus! Yes! Is that a hat-trick? I think it was a hat-trick. Is it? I can't remember. It is the hat-trick. It's the perfect hat-trick. In the final of the Euros, he's the best player of Denmark ever. I can't remember any players being as good as Rasmus Højlund. The perfect hat-trick in a Euros final. The rain is pouring in Germany. But Rasmus Højlund, come on. Made a couple of quick changes. I took Mailer off because he's got a yellow. I don't want to go down to 10 men. God, no. And Braithwaite's come off because he didn't have the best of the game, 6.6. The rest of the team's looking a lot better. So Kasper Dolberg comes on that wing. And see what he can do. See if he can cause many more troubles for the Czech defence. With roughly about half an hour to go. Christensen straight away with a throw-in. Dolberg's getting involved in the game. He's just sprinted off. He's got the ball back, to be fair. Christensen on the edge. Lindstrom. Oh, start writing it on the trophy, boys. Start writing on the trophy. Your Euro 2024 champions. It's Denmark. It is Denmark. Southgate could only dream of a team like this. Oh, this is beautiful, boys. What a goal. I've always liked Denmark. You know, they're famous for, what, the Vikings. I like history and I love the Vikings. Danish buns. I think they invented Lego too, so what's not to love, really? Danish buns. Just from that, to be honest. But Lego as well? And the Vikings? It's a country full of positives for me. It's a country I've always wanted to visit as well. Patrick Schick. Oh, Kasper Schmeichel. What a save. Just like his dad. Absolute monster in the net. That actually looked like one of Peter Schmeichel's saves, to be fair. Where he just made himself massive. Got a bad shoulder. I can't lift it. Oh, there he is again. Yes. Everybody played their part perfectly. Now we're in extra time. It's 5-1 extra time, injury time. And there we have it. The Euros has been won. Finally. And attempt number 21 by Denmark. Oh, thank you very much for surprise shirts. Remember to use 10 Luke at checkout to get hands on a 10% discount whether you pick up a Euro shirt for yourself and try and do this challenge, or you want to do the FM24 box and get a team that is in Football Manager. Check out surpriseshirts.co.uk. Thank you very much to them for sending that. And check out this video right here, because I attempted the Pentagon Challenge. And that was almost as hard as this. Not quite, but almost.